if you are watching this video and you play with the continental grip or with Eastern grip on your forehand, you are most probably still a beginner, or you can't go and improve much more because you don't have margin for more. You need to take advantage of the ball of your opponent. You need to have balls with speed to generate speed or to keep that same speed, but you are never able to accelerate as fast as possible unless you are super talented, and this is like 0.01% or even less of tennis players. I am not that player. I don't believe you also are. Let me know if I'm wrong, but most probably I'm right. And in this video I'm going to help you to understand that if you change for semi-western grip, and I'm going to do this video again, you will change your forehand. And I say this many times because I know you are here online trying to find more tricks, more hacks, and more I don't know, more things to help improve your forehand, and you forget to go to the basics. And the basics are also on my, by the way, on my course. I create the course level 1 and again level 2. The level 1 is about footwork and the technique for you, for beginners, to change also, to help you change from Eastern to continental to semi-western grip. I mention all the mistakes you and over 1,000 players do, so I know that you're gonna do. I'm gonna mention exactly what you're gonna miss, how you're gonna miss, and when. And in this exact moment, I'm gonna help you to correct every single mistake that I did with over 1,000 players, almost from all nationalities. So this is gonna work. And then if you do this, if you know the basic footwork, if you know the basic technique, and if you are patient enough to do that, then you have the course level 2 that is amazing, and it's gonna help you to do top spin and to, with the drills, to do that alone, no partner, no coach. You just need the racket, ball, and tennis court, and also to work on your open stance. But this is later. You need the first course also. Of course, you can see the value of the second is too much value there, and yeah, I love that course. But the one is the foundation, like my book. Yeah, but to help you on this, you need to understand first. You need to change the grip. You cannot just go to tennis and play with Eastern grip and be happy, because you'll never play as fast as you can. You never be able to just accelerate the ball and play freely and just enjoy tennis fully, because you enjoy when you really have the ball and you accelerate as fast as you can, and you know, okay, I can use all my power in this ball. And with Eastern grip, oh my God, I can use I can use all my power, but the ball is going away, the ball are going outside. And if you use Eastern grip or continental grip, most probably when you try to accelerate, you're gonna, of course, this is basic, you're gonna open the head of the racket because you're gonna lose the balance, you're gonna take your eyes out of the ball, you're gonna do this, you're gonna miss too many balls out, and then what is gonna happen is you're gonna try to do semi-western grip because you saw this video or you saw another of my videos, and your first ball, you're gonna miss to the net. And you're gonna, oh, this doesn't work, I cannot never play the ball over the net, this is not for me, I'm gonna give up, this guy doesn't know anything. No, but it's exactly that. You need to miss, you're gonna miss this, you're gonna do this mistake, then you're gonna go and do mistakes, too much cross court, because you're gonna do this grip and you're gonna rotate your body before, and you go one mistake after mistake after mistake, one at a time, with my step by step, and you're gonna correct and you're gonna fix this. It's really simple, but it's not easy, as I mention every time. Just requires patience, and you need to accept that this is not to do in one day. I already had students that did this with me in one day, because I'm there also, and I always correct, and I already know everything you're gonna do. But if you do it alone, even if you follow my course, do just each lesson 2 or 3 times if you need. It's boring the first one sometimes, but you need to do it. It's just that. You can just follow that and it's gonna work. And if you miss too much to the net, you just need to use that. You need to use your legs. If the ball is going to the net, of course you need to use your legs to generate more power. And not only that, but you need to understand, if you are using Eastern grip or continental grip to play tennis, like paddle, you don't need a lot of energy. You just block the ball and the ball is there. Once you do semi-western grip, all your balls are going already with topspin. So if you do topspin, means that the speed of the ball is going to be reduced. So if you play 100 kilometers in both, the one that has semi-western grip is going to be maybe 60. So you need to do the same grip, but you need to accelerate a little bit more for the ball to go higher. And then you need to understand that speed is the last thing you need to learn. You need first to be consistent. Second, which is like to control 100, 1,000 balls over the net without mistakes. Then you need to work on your control. 10 balls cross court down the line, 10 balls cross court, 2 balls cross court, 2 balls down the line, 2 balls cross court, like change directions. Then you need to do top spin, which with this grip is already there. And then lastly, speed. You cannot start with speed already, but at the same time you need to understand that in the beginning you need the speed to play over the net and to play higher. And for that you just need to understand, okay, with this grip, what can I do? If I'm not focusing on speed, but I need to play fast at the same time, what do I need to do? The easiest thing is to play 3 meters over the net. Imagine this is the net, you just put 3 rackets. Imagine you have 3 rackets or you have someone over the net. Usually I'm at the net like that and you need to play over myself. And like that, higher, you already know, higher is the ball, deeper is going to be the ball. And you have your problem solved. And you go mistake after mistake after mistake. And this is super, super easy. Also about the speed. Why you cannot focus on speed? Because you have something on your brain that recognizes everything you do. That's why sometimes you are home and you turn on the lights or off and you don't even know that you did that, but you already do it because you do it so many times. Here, if you have this grip, of course you're gonna do this grip many times, and that's why on my forehand course I always stop exactly there, and I say always stop here, always look at the racket, then in the end, how you finish, always look at the racket, always do one and stop. And even though in the future you're gonna do continuously like that or even open or like that, in the beginning you still don't have the grip, so you need to make sure that this is done. That's why the course, that's why step by step, that's why boring work, because I really know that you're gonna mix this, I really know that you're gonna just open if you don't think. And if you play fast, you're gonna do what you are used to do, because your brain still didn't recognize the movement, so it's gonna do what is used to do. If you want to change the direction, if you want to change your pattern, you need to do it slow and you need to think. And another thing is, while you are thinking, your muscles are still too tight because they are not used to this movement. They need time to adapt, they need time to understand the pattern, and only after you can think about relaxation. You cannot focus on the relaxation from the beginning. If you still don't know the movement, how can you be relaxed? Let's say you are talking with a girl. If you don't have a lot of experience with the girl, you cannot just go to a girl and talk normal like you talk to your friends. This is not possible to ask. What you do is you can talk with 1,000 girls and you already know. Here you can do 1,000 forehands and then you know. This is all about repetitions. This is a lot about doing more, missing more. I'm a better player than you, most probably, just because I fail much more than you, but put more on that. I fail millions of balls and I don't mind, I don't care, because I know at each mistake make me a better player, because I always improve from that. And this is the mindset I like to give and to to transmit to you, that you really need to accept mistakes. You really need to go to the court and I'm going to do a lot of mistakes, but you are going to learn from mistakes. It's not just by doing mistakes, because if you go to the court and you miss 1,000 balls and you don't learn nothing from that, and with that what you can see, you can go, you're going to change the grip, this grip, semi-western grip, with the racket here, facing the fence, your hand relaxed. Again, my grip is smaller, usually you have a finger here, I don't have, because I like more like that, but this, and you cannot have tension here, so relax here, okay? And this is not Western grip. Western grip is more like that. This is semi-Western grip, okay? It's not like too much here, it's here, okay? I don't want to see your hand here. This is not good. I don't recommend this also. And if you play with the Western grip, of course I had students like that and they didn't want to change. But if I'm always working with you and if I want to see results, and if you want to see results, just go for semi-Western grip, except at the beginning you need to do 1, 2 or 3 steps back. I mean, not 3 steps back, not literally, but you need to give sometimes 2, 3, 4, 10 steps back to then move 100 steps forward. And the first step back you need to give is to restart with the grip and change the grip. And then, of course, you have already experience, you already know where the ball is going to bounce, how the ball is coming. You have all of that you gain for the years you already played. So for you it's going to be much easier, because then you just need to change the grip, go after each mistake, and though you read my book or follow the course or just watch these videos are also a lot helpful. It's just not step by step, but it's helpful anyways. And thanks for watching. And by the way, again, 85% of you are still not subscribed to this channel. So first I want to say thank you, of course, for being here, for being part of this community, for engaging. Second, I would like to say, if you find value here and if you really like this content, to subscribe, to watch more content like that. And I'm planning to post more videos. I'm here in Maldives. I can show you the court. It's my second day here. This court is just amazing, full of palms, as you can see. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, so I'm going to use this court every single day to provide more value to you. So if you can like this video, I know most probably don't think in liking, but if you like, and if you are liking now, thanks for that. I remind you now, and thanks. But if you like and if you comment, you are saying to the algorithm, to YouTube, that this video is actually good, and then YouTube is going to send this video for more players like you. And we are in the mission to get our first 100,000 subscribers. I would like to reach that still this year by December. I know I set the goal until June of 2026, but I know this community is growing and I know we can reach until December, end of December, so let's fight for it. And also I want to impact millions of people, but by starting with you, because I think in millions, but every single person, every single watching, every single one of you is really important for this channel, because behind this camera is a real person. It's you that you are there. You are trying to watch this video to learn, and you actually learning. This works every time. That's why I'm also so happy. That's why I also always like to do this. And I'm here, I could be in the beach. I'm here talking to you because I really enjoy. I love this. And what I enjoy the most is when you text me, when you send me a private message, when you comment here that you did this, or even your challenges, or saying that, oh, I tried this, or I'm going to try. Some of you saying, I'm going to try this today, and then go back to the short or long form and comment again, I tried this and it worked. And that means a lot for me. I really live this. I'm a full-time YouTuber, so I really like to feel this community, and I'm proud of what we are doing. So thanks for that. About the Forehand, I think I already said the basics here. This is essential to give. Basically, you need to accept mentally that you are going to change the grip and you are not going back. So you are with the Eastern or Continental. You need to accept, okay, now I play with semi-Western grip, and you go to the practice until you do it. If you don't have plan B, if you know that you cannot go back, you'll find a solution. If you go to the court trying to change, you'll never change. You need to go, oh, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do it. And maybe it's gonna be today. And I can do better. I can use more height. I can use a little bit more of speed. I can control more the contact point and finish the head of the racket like that. I can have the contact point straight and then close slightly the head of the racket. And then later you can start closing even earlier. So you can adjust everything. And remember, when you focus on this contact point, again, you're going to miss to the net. Then you need to play higher a little bit. And again, relaxation is not in the beginning, so you need to give time to yourself to adapt everything, for your brain to recognize the pattern. And it's going to be fine. I'm going to be here. I'm going to post every single day, because I know this is going to impact tennis. This is going to impact the world of tennis. And I don't know how to say this, but I don't like the way a lot of people approach tennis and the coaches, players, so I'm a little bit different. I like to do something to be good, not just to have fun, because I don't believe you have fun on something that you are not good at. So I would rather be good at that thing, even if I take 10 years, but I would like to be in the process, like the courses, like these videos, is like step by steps, or in these videos is like some topics, like I talk different topics, and it's going to help you to be there. Doesn't matter how long. Of course, if you have a step by step, it's easier. If you watch random videos, you're going to read there. Take longer, you need to consume more, and you need to understand alone which video makes more sense in which part of your journey. But you also can reach that level, but you need to accept that this is the process, and it will take time, but as soon as you realize also it will take time, faster you will have the results. And again, you have a lot of information here. Comment also again from where you are, like the courses, for example, are already sold for, or you bought already for more than 30 countries. It's amazing, and I love the support from all around the world. It's really, really beautiful, this. And the videos are getting millions of views. But I always like to know from which country you are watching. And I want to say that I'm traveling more. I'm here until September, and then most probably I will come back. But I also plan to go to Bali. And the month I'm not in Asia, I would like to fly to where you are, or where the most of my subscribers and you are. I know my biggest audience is US, Japan, South Korea, and in Europe is a lot in Germany and Italy. And I would like to know also about Italy and France. From which city exactly are you located? Just to know, for example, if you are in Germany, and Italy, which cities I could go and visit, and maybe we could go do some workshop or be together on court. Would be amazing. So let's see if we have numbers for that, and if we can do this next year, or hopefully this year still. I don't know, I'm still planning a lot of things. I'm moving to Lithuania, back to Lithuania in September, but I'll be here until 10 of September, I think, more or less. Then I go Portugal a few days, then I go Mallorca 1 week, then I go back to Vilnius. So this is where I will be. I know a lot of you are asking where I'm located. I'm changing a little bit. My base is Lithuania. I have a house there. I'm still paying for the house there, so if you wanna meet me there, I will be there for sure. But then I'm planning to move, so I don't know if next year I'm gonna continue in Vilnius, because I like this freedom. I like to visit the world, to enjoy life, and to create much value, and I like to create. Actually, I like to be here, I like to talk to you, I like to give you feedback, and I like to receive feedback and see how can I help you best, and in which topics and areas I can help you even more. So your feedback really matters a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in this video right here. Thank you. It was difficult now.